Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is UPSL action time here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube. I'm Noah Walker, ready to get us underway here on a lovely, albeit hot day in Alexandria, Virginia. Thomas Jefferson High School Stadium is the venue for your Arlington SA, hosting Summit Valley all the way out from Berryville, Virginia, in this UPSL Premier Virginia North Conference matchup. Arlington looking to stay top of the table alongside Virginia Dream. We're setting up quite a match this coming Wednesday, but both sides will want to continue to keep the task at hand in front of them, and that task today is Summit Valley, a side that has seen marked improvement since last year. The rebranding from Berryville FC was not just a change in name. We've seen a real change in the talent, the approach, the experience, and the coaching for Summit Valley, and they will look to play upset to Arlington today. On behalf of Arlington SA, we want to give a shout out to partner sponsors who have made today possible. El Pollo Rico, situated in Arlington, Virginia, and operated by the Solano family, offer the finest quality Peruvian chicken in the area. Customers can savor exquisite chicken paired with a selection of flavorful sides and sauces. The establishment is committed to providing high quality and convenience for its patrons. For those unable to visit Arlington, additional locations are available in Fairfax, Virginia, Woodbridge, Virginia, and Wheaton, Maryland. We have the walkout, the anthem, and of course match kickoff here in just a moment. Make sure to get your predictions in the chat. Let us know where you're tuned in from, thoughts on the match as it unfolds, and of course friendly banter as it comes. We're going to take a quick moment to get ourselves set. We'll get the walkout and anthem, and I will be able to recognize the chat. Make sure to participate. Hit the like button and subscribe. Every like helps boost these teams and players in the algorithm. Make sure to share the link with all friends and family who may find this one valuable and interesting. And it's not too late to come out and catch a lovely day of footy if you're in the Alexandria area, but if that's not possible, we're so appreciative of your patronage here on DMV Sports Media. We also have a few other matches kicking off simultaneously up in Baltimore. Baltimore Kickers, Baltimore City FC, with Aaron Burbridge on the call, and USLW, Patuxent Women's Program, hosting Eagle FC over on Sports Engine Play with Liam Hogan on the call. And we have a whole host of 8 p.m. matches. And for those who are able, we will now rise and honor the flag with the playing of our nation's national anthem. Well, the anthem is played. Walkout complete. We're ready for match kickoff here at Thomas Jefferson. And, of course, this is an important match for both teams. Any points here today would be massive for Summit Valley. Points have been hard to come by for teams playing Arlington this season, and it's an opportunity for Summit Valley to raise their stock, raise their way up the table. For Arlington, it's all about keeping the pace and continuing their excellence and setting up a possible season title deciding match this Wednesday against the Dream. But of course, all focus will be on tonight's match as they square off against Summit Valley. Captains meeting in the middle. Nick Barona wearing the armband for Arlington SA. Chase Straight, an important piece of this defensive line for Summit Valley, will take the honors for Summit Valley. And we are ready for match kickoff. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and let us know where you're tuned in from. I'm always curious to see where our fans are able to watch from. And, of course, hit the like button if you're able. Arlington will wear their traditional blue kits with white trim, playing right to left. Of course, Summit Valley will wear red tops, black bottoms, playing left to right. For Arlington SA, Dominic Nasiemben will get the start in between the pipes. The Australian Duquesne standout will take over for Maxime Davis, who's suffering from a knee injury. They are in capable hands in front of Nasiemben. Sean Menacho, Captain Nick Barona, Dylan Ogletree, Diego Meza, Christian Emmanuel, Pierre Richard, Alec Robleski, Musa Sanfo, Matthew Carlin, and Miles Powell will comprise the starting 11. And it looks like Summit Valley will start on the ball today. Again, make sure to get your thoughts in the chat as we go. Here we have match kickoff. Summit Valley immediately under pressure. It's one back by Carlin, and Arlington are away. This is Ogletree playing Barona on the ground. And Arlington will take their time getting touches. Spreading the love around. Down the line it goes from Ogletree. Well flicked on by Powell. And here's the square ball across the 18. Sniffed out. Oh, what a save. An early effort from Arlington. Huge save. From Gerson Navarro. Coming up big as he has all season long. Take a look back at the effort. The square ball not really well handled. And the effort there from Emmanuel just about denied by Navarro, but that's a warning shot across the bow for Summit Valley. Delivery is sent into the back post, kept alive. Goalkeeper comes and will be second to the ball. Oh, it's looking like Navarro got it just enough of a touch and may have sustained quite a knock along the way. Brave goalkeeping. 2 times Navarro has come to the rescue. That was touch and go. Call looks like could have gone either way. Oh, thank you. This one sent to the midfield, immediately won by Arlington. Carlin now, Sanfo connecting with Robleski. The final effort a little too direct, and Navarro will take some time off the clock. And look to start the attack from the back. A lot of Arlington players staying high. Navarro, seeing this, will go long. Oh, it's deflected well by this Summit Valley front line. Now sent over to the far side. Big ball down the line from Verona. Miles Powell. He'll send it first time. Back post. No runner there, and Summit Valley will take over with the throw. We are back underway. Arlington winning it back immediately. Here's Manacho finding Powell. And down the line it goes. Powell to the end line. Not able to keep this one alive. And it looks like Chase will stand over the ball. Big ball down the line from straight. Won by Verona at the expense of a throw. And this one's again pumped long. So McDonald got a head to it, but couldn't quite find a recipient. This is streaked down the line by Emmanuel Samfo. Well tackled by Luke Barger. Arlington with the throw of their own deep inside Summit Valley territory. Working in tight margins, Wrobleski will make the service. Flicked off the upper American football crossbar, and Arlington getting closer and closer. Final touch came off Summit Valley. Here's a look back on the replay. Chase Straight had to stick something in there and made the intervention, but it was a ball that could have really ended up anywhere. Hey, welcome, Mr. Josh Campbell, the one and only. Says Arlington all the way. Yeah, hard to argue with that result, but Gerson Navarro is a great keeper. Has certainly been in form all season long. Here's the service from Wrobleski. Shouts for handball, and we're going to have a set piece coming out for the benefit of Summit Valley. Make sure to check out Los Toros St. James at 8 p.m. with Josh Campbell on the call, as Los Toros look to continue their success after advancing to the finals of the East Regional U.S. Amateur Cup. Well, they'll play Lansdowne Yonkers after defeating Vereinigung Erzgebirge yesterday at home. Today they'll take on a much younger side, St. James. This is Navarro looking to stretch the field. Oh, kept alive at the expense of possession. Samfo, top of the 18. Wrobleski dispossessed. Now it's sent forward, and that's a chance squandered. Arlington will take over through the feet of Dominic Nasiemben. And Escobar was the catalyst that time. That's miscommunication between Manacho and Verona. This one's popped over to the far side, and Escobar gives chase. We'll run out of real estate, and we'll have a throw to come. It's quickly sent in to the feet of Ogletree. And now Barona into the midfield. Samfo does well to hang on. Big ball over to that far touchline. It's again flicked down the line. Miles Powell will collect. Here's the acceleration for Miles Powell, getting to the end line. Sends it across, deflected in. No, it's wide, excuse me. The angle playing tricks with my eyes. Navarro with another save, but not a comfortable moment for Summit Valley. Let's take another look back at this service. Carlin was there, but the deflection innocuously falling over the end line. Well, one in the midfield. And towards Tamiro. Menacho's there. Here's Robleski. Bringing in the back line of Arlington. Good play from Menacho. Emmanuel able to turn out of trouble. There's Menacho. Scrambling inside. The final ball cut out by Damasi. Lovely skill from Emmanuel, who will bring this one back to ground. Another clever touch from Emmanuel. Has won the start today and has really looked in form. Good win on the line from Damasi. Damasi still going with Menacho in coverage. Here is Damasi. And that's good claim from Dominic Nasiemben, shielded back by Ogletree. That was McDonald asking the question up top. It looks like he'll be the point man for Summit Valley. And inside of 10 minutes, we've seen the Lions' share of the chances go the way of Arlington, but no opening goal just yet. Lovely touch. Here comes Carlin down the line. Matthew Carlin with a lovely service. Oh, the final effort from Powell just let him down. Good claim from Navarro, and now Tamiru will start the attack. Lovely diagonal ball out to the far touch. This final effort goes begging. Arlington, spoiled for time and space. They'll have plenty of opportunity to figure how they want to attack. And it looks like they'll go down the touchline yet again. Popped outside by Robleski, not the touch that he was looking for. And now it's sent in. Meza first to it. Pierre Richard dispossessed by McDonald. Summit Valley looking to start an attack. It's quickly sniffed out by Arlington. Now Barona back to his number one, Dominic Nasembed. More than capable of continuing play from the back. Now Emmanuel looking for a vertical ball. Carlin gives chase. Chase straight does enough. Now has found himself under duress. And Arlington have won a throw deep inside of the Summit Valley territory. There's Meza down the line. Now the service. Tamiru got the first touch. Barger the second. And it will only go as Christian Emmanuel. Arlington still on the front foot. Christian Emmanuel slaloming and sending it back to Manacho. Here's Sean Manacho. Richard getting his touches and switching the play. Now Sanfo dispossessed. What a challenge from Barger. It looks like it's given as another Arlington throw. Manacho driving into the space inside. He's sent it forward. Here's Carlin. Can he pull the trigger? Yes, he can. Another big stop. Arlington knocking at the door. And they will have another bite at the apple. This is sent through. No recipients on the end of it. And Navarro will claim and take some more time off the clock. Summit Valley, of course, it's probably in their best interest to slow down the game whenever possible, especially on this hot day against a very hot Arlington SA. Let's see on full display what happens when you go right at Arlington. It's a team that's not so easy to break down. Manacho sending it back to Barona. And inside the 15th minute, Arlington still looking for a way through. Good ball over the top. Carlin is deemed to be in an offside position. Big ball up the pitch. Powell will collect on that far touch. Now the return pass, good stretch from Powell, but he's dispossessed. Now a throw for Arlington SA. Good challenge. From Juan Vargas. One back, Barger looking down the line. Vargas looking down the line. No connection to be found. Arlington again looking down the line. That won't pay dividends. And the return pass all the way to Navarro. Cleverly played by Navarro right down the middle. Straight under pressure. And somehow has gotten out of the trouble. It's hotly contested. He'll come down on top of this one. It was sent down the line, but again, just outside the range of where Tristan Aubert could get to. And we are back underway. Arlington quickly switching the point of attack over to Manacho. Arlington going to keep it on the ground this time. This is Ogletree. Up to the feet of Robleski. Good challenge. By Romo. Top of the 18. Summit Valley make the challenge, and we'll look forward. McDonald all by himself, and they're asking a lot from McDonald. Arlington again back on the ball. They've certainly enjoyed the lion's share of possession today. This is Richard. Nacho. The feet of Powell and straight, leaving no doubt with that intervention. Back underway with Arlington ball down the line. It's going to be Sanfo to play. Little turn back to the feet of Barona. Arlington still moving the ball. There's the shot. Well, plenty of pace. Not able to get the body over the ball. Here's a look back on the replay. Arlington certainly finding chances, but need that final critical touch. Valley will play from the back. It's sent over towards Demasi. Good win there from Manacho. Sent down the line in the direction of McDonald. Good win from Barona. And Arlington able to win the throw. Good ball from Emmanuel. Here's Sanfo. Good turn, Sanfo. Can he find his way in? It's addressed by this Summit Valley back line. Tamiro trying to find a man in the middle, and Summit Valley able to catch their breath. Set piece for the advantage of Summit Valley. Straight, we'll send everyone forward. It's a booming ball down the middle. Barona gets a partial touch. Here's McDonald. Back to Vargas, now out wide. Albert's service could ask the question. Ogletree's there first. Now Vargas. Textiles out. Here comes Powell. Shooting for Carlin up top. Summit Valley will take over and play it back to Navarro. Now Kamara. And now Navarro looking for a player in the midfield. It's well flicked forward. McDonald and Ogletree going to battle. Good work from McDonald. Now Tamiru, some of the best possession we've seen all day from Summit Valley. It's popped back to Tamiru. Now the service inside the 18. Mesa is there. Goal kick to follow. Welcome, Josh. Welcome, Madeline. All tuned in all the way from Georgia. Good to see our regulars making an appearance. This match off to a slow start thus far. Summit Valley have done well to limit the chances of Arlington. Arlington, for all of their possession, have not found a way through the back line just yet. Richard back. And now Sean Manacho will look for the home run ball. He's got Sanfo. Sanfo to the end line. Can he get a square ball across? Yes, he can. There's the effort from Powell, and there's the goal. Miles Powell with the finish in front of the Summit Valley goal. Credit the assist to Musa Sanfo. And Miles Powell will add another to his tally. 1-0 for Arlington here in the 23rd minute. It was a slow start, but you always felt that Arlington would find a goal. Here's a look back on the replay. Sanfo, the square ball, and lovely skill from Powell. Welcome, Mr. King. Out wide to Damasi. And then Damasi's ball pops straight up by Powell. And Summit Valley fortunate with the bounce. Now they'll look up top. Clever turn from McDonald, but he's surrounded by blue shirts. Now Vargas in support. And Arlington will have a throw. Send short for Emmanuel. Arlington slow playing this. They've got their goal in the 23rd minute. And we'll be looking to keep that momentum. Here's Barona. Tons of space to work into. Ogletree finding the seam. Robleski will turn. Here's Alec Robleski. Carlin making the service, and Navarro off his line quickly to make the claim. Good ball down the line. Good move down the line. The final effort let down Summit Valley. And it will be a throw for Summit Valley. Final touch off of Arlington. Vargas will pop this right back out to Romo. It's immediately dispossessed. Just Carlin back to the feet of Richard. Great pick out from Tristan Aubert. Here comes Tamiru. Looking for an overlapping run, but it's well read by Meza. And Arlington will switch the point of attack. Barona taking the space in front. Good turn from Powell. It's got Sanfo up top. Sanfo driving. And now we'll take the shot on. Well held by Navarro. Not a bad effort there from distance from Musa Sanfo. Now Damasi with the diagonal ball over to Romo. Carlin dropping deep and winning it back. Arlington will reset this one all the way back to Nasemban. Good to know. Josh, a win for Arlington would take them level on points with the Dream, but of course goal differential still a factor. 9 goals for Arlington, not impossible, but Summit Valley have been resolute in their defending. As the table stands, Dream first, Arlington second, and Los Toros still holding on to third. This is down the line from Summit Valley. McDonald a little late on the service. Goal kick for Arlington. We have another important match here in Virginia North Conference at 8 p.m. Alexandria United traveling to Doratus. Two teams keen to claim one of those late or bottom playoff spots. There's Barona out to Manacho. Manacho with the early service over the top. Navarro off his line and will make the intervention and has won the goal kick. Not a bad idea. Manacho causing problems, but Navarro patient and measured in his intervention. This one's well sniffed out. Richard will claim in the midfield, and now back to Ogletree. Plenty of space in front of Barona. And looks like he'll find Richard. Down the line, it's sniffed out. And Tamiru will start over for Summit Valley. This is Chase Straight. Under pressure, Navarro didn't like what was shaping up and has sent it away first time. Just under 30 minutes gone. Arlington with the lone goal today. Back to Navarro. Here's Musa Sanfo. Top of the 18. It's only partially cleared. Manacho well positioned to deal with this. Richard will keep it moving out to Matthew Carlin. Carlin driving to the end line. It's in. There's the goal. What a finish from Alec Robleski. It looked like the play had stalled out, but Robleski stayed vigilant and has put home the service from Matthew Carlin. 2-0 here in the 31st minute. Take a look back on the replay. Initial save from Navarro. Pops right back into the mixer. Looks like that's Musa Sanfo who got the goal. Excuse me. Let's take one more look back on this one. Yeah. Sanfo played the first, Robleski with the second, so it was an Alec Robleski goal. And we'll have our first water break of the contest here on a sweltering hot day in Alexandria. We're going to take our water break as well. We'll be right back after the water break with the continuation of this first half here on DMV Sports Media. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share the link out with anyone who may have a vested interest. And we are back underway after the goal after the water break. This is the Alec Wrobleski goal, assisted by Sanfo and Matthew Carlin. Appreciate that, Mr. Bernard. I really do. I'm glad that some people enjoy my corny catchphrases. Here's a big delivery from straight. Arlington first to it. Here's Musa Sanfo back to Manacho. Manacho will dump it upfield, and Barger first to it. Summit Valley will go back home in order to find a different angle of attack. Navarro will put it right back down Jump Street. Ogletree first to it. Richard taking it to ground, and now Arlington back on the ball in the 36th minute. This is flicked forward. Richard dispossessed. But Arlington won't have to wait long to get this one back. Here's Wrobleski back out wide. And Emmanuel with acres of space. Now the attack. Wrobleski dispossessed, but there was an infraction. It's quickly played. And here's the service to a dangerous area. Oh, just dealt with barely by Tamiru. Take a look back on this one. Looks like goalkeeper and back line did just enough here. And Arlington getting closer and closer to their third. Beyond just the result, which far too early to call it as sports go, but the goal differential will have an impact as well. As Arlington and Virginia Dream look to keep pace with one another. And certainly a huge match looming on Wednesday. Virginia Dream, Arlington tied on points. The rivalry needs little introduction. The rivalry needs a little more flame, but there certainly have been more fuel added to the fire with the title on the line and plenty of extra drama off the field, setting up what promises to be an absolute thriller. We'll, of course, have that one live on DMV Sports Media Wednesday at 7:30. Summit Valley will make a switch. That is Jaden White coming on. There's Tariq Kamara grabbing this one out of the mixer. Back out to Tamiru. Now Obert back out to Kamara. Kamara, great skill from Tariq Kamara. Here comes Obert. Trickling one through. Barona will claim and has made the intervention and the smart clearance out for a throw. Looks like Chase will get forward, indicating we just might see a long throw delivery here from one of Summit Valley's better positions of the day. There's the delivery from straight into the 18. Mixer. Tamiru still in the mixer. Arlington playing heroic defending. Barrett passing back across. Great intervention there from Miles Powell to send this away from dangerous area. Now down the line goes Carlin. Matthew Carlin, he could be in. Carlin stepping over to the end line. What a save from Navarro. Great counterattack from Arlington. I think Carlin was quickly sent by Arlington. Oh, it's just wide. Two near goals in just about 30 seconds. Here's the quick corner kick delivery. Well saved, just wide. Here's a second look at the counterattack from Carlin. I think he may have played himself into a difficult angle for this one. Now the service at the near post. No takers, goal kick to come. Here's another look back on the corner kick delivery. Sent down the line. Powell. Excellent hold-up play. Sent it across. Sanfo will collect. Here comes Musa Sanfo driving. Down the line goes Sean Manacho. Manacho across the 18. Begs for a finish. Oh, it's not quite the connection that Musa Sanfo would have loved, but beautiful build-up play. Here's another look. The ball over from Powell to Sanfo, Manacho, and then back to Sanfo. In the final 5 minutes of play we go. Of course, there was a water break, so we'll certainly see some time added back for stoppage. It's a booming ball across midfield. Emmanuel wins the first. Pop back across by Kamara, who will come down with this. Still pinballing back and forth. And this one flicks through. Arlington, they've got bodies in. It's a direct ball. Navarro off his line, top of the 18. Great little counterattack right down the middle. Arlington cutting through like a knife. Certainly eager for that third. It's one inside of Summit Valley territory. What a save from Navarro. That one caught everyone by surprise. And we'll take a look back on the replay. It's a little bit laissez-faire. A little bit too calm from the Summit Valley back line, and Arlington will win the corner kick, although it could have been so much more. Looks like Manacho will take the honors here. Corner kick from the far side, whipped into a dangerous area. Needs a clearance, and it has taken a final touch off the Arlington man, Carlin. Big ball up from Navarro. Emmanuel first to it. He's been great in that midfield. This is popped up by Kamara. Obert gets a touch, and now Demasi out to the feet of White. White down the line. He's got a runner. Final service a little too direct. Ogletree switching the point of attack over to Barona. Now Robleski. Manacho slowing things down, and Arlington will play onto the far side. This is Meza finding a pocket of space, mopped up by Barger. Good ball back into the feet Nasemben. Manacho will go to work on this side. Final minute of this first half. Arlington still controlling play with the 2-goal advantage. Summit Valley have held their own, able to bend and not break, but really haven't been able to find a whole lot of chances to threaten the Arlington goal. And here comes the ball through the middle. Deflects out to Powell. Back to Manacho. Big challenge from Tamiru, and McDonald is forward. McDonald still driving. Has bodies in support now. And it is going to be a set piece for Summit Valley. See, makes the delivery. Luke Barger is going to be the one standing over the ball. Huge opportunity for Summit Valley to commit bodies. That's not going to be enough. Barger's ball doesn't really get the elevation. Kamara keeping it alive. Here's Tamiru threading one through. Damasi just in behind the back line. It'll be a set piece coming out. Arlington will play from the back. We've got one additional minute stoppage, it looks like, to play here in this one. It'll be a Summit Valley throw on the far touch. A goal now would be huge for Summit Valley. They've not had a lot of chances. They're down 2, but 2-1 would certainly rejuvenate life back into the Summit Valley side. In all likelihood, this will be the final attack of the half. Jaden White, the one to send it in. He's found a man. Here's O'Barrett. It's possessed initially. Kamara sending it back in. It's not the worst idea. Kamara's ball easily picked out by Dominic Nasemben, and that will take us to the half, with Arlington leading through 2 goals. First one scored by Musa Sanfo. Second one tucked home by Alec Robleski, and that will see us through to the halftime. Big thanks to Arlington SA for bringing us out, and of course, big thanks to all our viewers. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We've got all the best coverage and all the home games for Arlington's men's programs and both of their women's programs, as well as all Summit Valley home games. We'll have 4 more matches on the evening to check out, so make sure to stay tuned all evening long for all the best amateur and semi-professional footy. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. We'll see you back in just a few minutes for the second half. Make sure to share the link out, grab your snacks, and we'll see you right there. Second half is upon us here at Thomas Jefferson High School Stadium, Alexandria, Virginia, the UPSL Virginia North Premier. Arlington claiming 2 goals to go ahead in the first half by way of Melissa Sanfo and Alec Robleski. Summit Valley did quite well to limit the juggernaut that is Arlington SA. 45 minutes for Summit Valley to find a way to generate some more offense, or for Arlington to advance their cause. As we mentioned, goal differential certainly important, as well as the result, with Arlington and Virginia Dream just about neck and neck. Dream ahead on goal differential if this result were to go the way of Arlington. It's played down the line. Meza. It's possessed by White. Looks like Arlington have made a couple of switches. Justin Longden is on, as is Giuseppe Melli. Robleski to the end line, sends it across. It's popped straight up and deflected out for an Arlington corner kick. Looks like Manacho will take. Arlington committing some bodies forward. Watch out for Barona, Longden, Carlin, and Ogletree. There's a delivery into a dangerous area. Oh, it's off the bar. Carlin did a great job getting in there, but just a whisker wide. Looks like this one has gone for a Summit Valley goal kick. Arlington picking up right where they left off. Here's a look back. And the pressure is on. It's one back. Robleski over to Carlin. Well sent away by Barger and Summit Valley. And now Christian Emanuel will claim. Here's Emanuel switching it over to Meza. Richard looking for the one-time delivery. Longden was there. And Barger able to mop up. Another Arlington throw here on the near side. It looks like Longden will take this one. In the 48th minute, Longden with the long throw into the 6. Oh, it goes in, and there it is. I'm not sure who got the final touch, but certainly Longden setting the table. Might have been Carlin with the final touch. Navarro still down. I hope the best for Gerson Navarro. Took a real shot there, trying to come out and claim that one, but let's take a look back. It was a great service from Longden into a really dangerous area. Perhaps a miscommunication, but yeah, it looks like there was a final touch off of Straight, and that's going to go down as an own goal. Just a slight deflection from Straight to take it past Navarro, and we are going to see if Navarro can get some treatment. Might have taken a wrong step there and trying to contort himself to make the save that was deflected right in front of Gerson Navarro. So we'll wait for the trainer, and we'll be right back with you after the medical attention. Third goal for Arlington, own goal taking it home. We'll be right back with you. Second and third look. This might have taken a touch off Carlin. Hard to see from our vantage point. Carlin certainly claimed credit for this goal and was a presence that might have taken Navarro off his game, but looks like Navarro will continue. It's either an own goal or a Matthew Carlin goal. We'll give it to Carlin for now. And play will continue. Summit Valley down to a difficult position, but they do have their goalkeeper, which is huge for this contest. This is sent back into a central area. Longden will claim. And now Kamara looking through the middle, a little too direct. McDonald was the intended target. Arlington getting the start that they were hoping for. Here's a big ball from Ogletree to the corner. Defender goes down. This is a great opportunity for Arlington. Oh, what a finish there. Matthew Carlin. Well, we weren't sure if the last one could be attributed to Carlin, but that one left no doubt. Huge touch from Carlin. And call him as you like. Looking like a player who's been here before. 4-0. Arlington jumping right off the mark here in this second half. Credit the service as well from Manacho. Manacho's ball gave Carlin a great opportunity, but there was so much work to be done. Huge touch from Carlin. 4-0 is your score here in the 52nd minute. And Summit Valley reeling at the moment. Can they collect themselves? Pressure is there. Barger back to Navarro. And did well to deal with the bouncing ball. This is Barger looking for the diagonal ball. Manacho is there. Clever skill from Sean Manacho. And we'll find Richard. This is Manacho switching sides. Barger will marshal it over the end line. Goal kick to follow here in the 53rd minute. Ball up. Pinballs back and forth. Ogletree mopping up. Here's Barona. Barona through traffic, finally dispossessed. Now down the line from Meza. Longden will turn. Here's Robleski to the corner. What a service. Can Meza get there? Yes, he can. It's a huge challenge there from Jaden White. And a corner kick to come. Arlington flexing the tiki-taka pass, and here's a look back on the replay. Well-timed challenge, but Arlington excelling with these set pieces. Manacho again to deliver. Here comes the delivery. Manacho's ball to the back post. Up and over everyone. Second ball across. Just dumped up and over. Ogletree got behind it but couldn't quite keep it down. Goal kick to follow now. Looks like Sean Manacho is off, and Giuseppe Melli has come on. So I misspoke earlier. Melli thought he was coming on at halftime, but he has come on now for Manacho, who's certainly done his work today. So it's popped up by Robleski. Now sent in. Navarro off the line, and he'll claim just ahead of Longden. Good win there from Emmanuel. Good challenge. Longden back into Robleski. Robleski looking to find his way out of trouble. And Arlington not wasting any time. They'll put it on the ground quickly. Emmanuel over to Melly. Richard creating the width. Here Richard, top of the 18 with the shot, and it's just wide. But it took a deflection on its way through. And now we have a corner on the far side. It looks like Robleski is the one to take. Good delivery from Robleski right in front. Carlin got ahead to it, couldn't quite keep it down. So another look back. Carlin rose so well. Looking for a hat trick. Now to Miru. Dispossessed inside a dangerous area. Will claim it himself from Tamiro again. Dispossessed. Here's Longden out of the air. Well, up and over. And I think Navarro's seen enough. He's going to send everyone upfield. Big ball into the midfield. On by Richard. Barona sidestepping the challenge with ease. There's an overlapping run on the far side. Here comes the service. Oh, what a save from Navarro. Arlington have made another defensive switch. At the half, it was Akinla Soto who came on in the back line. He's fulfilling that fullback role. Melly from distance, spilled in front. Here's Carlin taken down. And I'm not sure how this has not gone as a penalty. Let's take a look back on the replay. It certainly did look a penalty to all eyes in real time. Yeah, it's a penalty kick for sure, but not given. Goal kick is the verdict on the field. Meanwhile, Arlington will make a switch. It's Kerry Callahan. Looking to come on at the next opportunity. But for now, Summit Valley will send it into the midfield. Arlington have had the lion's share and then some of possession. This one's sent upfield. Well taken down by Longden. And again, Lesotho looking for the diagonal ball in the corner. No recipients to be found. Goal kick to follow. Like Diego Meza coming off. And actually 3 players will make way. Diego Meza, Alec Robleski, and Christian Emmanuel. Kerry Callahan is on. Eric Jennings is on. And Mancini is on. On a day like today, you certainly want to have fresh legs in the wings. It's hot enough up here. I can only imagine how hot the players are when they're on the turf. Navarro under pressure. He'll only get it as far as Longden. Now Barona back to Longden. Service across the ET. Oh, what a save from Navarro. Coming to the rescue of Summit Valley, but just not good enough right now at the back. Summit Valley, costly turnovers. Here's another look back. Longden's service on a plate. Melly got a strong foot to it, but Navarro did enough to atone for the mistake out of the back. It looks like we'll have another long throw. These have caused issues today for Summit Valley. Already producing one goal. Longden winning the corner for Arlington. There's Navarro into the midfield. Good win from Longden. Out to the corner. Matthew Carlin in an offside position will be Summit Valley while coming out. Big ball upfield. Barona pops it forward, straight, right back down the line. Longden able to win the first. Straight sends it back. Jaden White retreating and finding Navarro with the return pass. Navarro will keep the ball moving over to the far side. It's a direct ball from Summit Valley. It squeaks through. But now Semben is there. Only partial clearance. Here's the shot. And it goes just wide. Summit Valley against the grain have found a chance. And Arlington a little shaky, able to outlive the attack. Another switch made. Looks like Richard is off. And Taha is on. Looks like Ayrton Justice has come on for Summit Valley in the last few minutes. Callahan working down the line for Arlington. And turn, the overlapping run is there. Melly over to Longden. Longden's in, can he get it off? Longden rounding the goalkeeper, sending it forward. It's blocked by White. And that will be a corner kick to follow. There's another look back. Longden, just a heavy touch to get to a difficult angle. Still got the shot off, but White was there, able to make up the distance. Now Melly with the service. Giuseppe Melly going to serve one up. It's good into a good area. Top of the area. Carlin will claim. Here's Matthew Carlin. Running out of real estate, and well, Summit Valley will claim. Interesting. Benno, I'm curious, does that mean that the audio is going simultaneously on the stream? Or is it possible you have two links open? I'll come back to that in a second. This is down the line from Melly. Definitely want to get that one right. If anyone else is hearing the same thing, let me know. And I can restart the stream. Usually that fixes things, but I don't want to restart it obviously in the middle unless for sure that's the issue. I'm not seeing double audio bar. Welcome Lucas Gabriel all the way from Brazil. Robert Crisanti. Good to see you, Mr. Crisanti. It's been a minute. I hope to see you out here soon. #1 Arlington fan. Yeah, I've done that before. There might be a second tab that is somewhere on a different browser or somewhere open. That's certainly something I've done before. Appreciate it, Josh. There's a Kinley Soto on the line. He'll go back to Ogletree. Now Jennings. All good. Keeping me on my toes. Definitely glad to hear. I have actually been able to fix a lot of issues from crowdsourcing. This has popped up. Now down Jennings able to put this one back down to the floor. Ogletree with the diagonal ball. There's Callahan. Now Barona. It's one thing I really miss in the Sports Engine play. Hold that thought. This is a nervy moment at the back. Akinla Soto dispossessed, and it's just over the line. Sloppy from Arlington. Rare mistake. Germán Escobar almost able to keep that one alive. Yeah, I really miss that in Sports Engine play. It's certainly a good medium, and I'm glad that USL have all their matches in one centralized location to get viewers, but I feel detached from the audience. It's really nice that we have our community here and we have the chat going. So I've been missing that. It feels a little impersonal, but I guess that's what calling games at so-called the next level looks like. Here is Callahan. Now Barona. Here is an opportunity. Longden going to work. Sea of red shirts collapsing. Taha was the player building there in the pocket. It's popped out to Melly now. Melly with the strike. What a save from Navarro. Longden now. Back. And it deflects just wide. Two great efforts. Here's the first from Melly. Drawing the save from Navarro. And the second. Callahan just deflected wide. It looks like Melly will take the honors with the set piece. Well, I talked about Doratus Alexandria's importance for playoff positioning, but Los Toros St. James is another important one. Toros have to stay on their game if they want to continue in the third spot. Oh, here's the service. Right now it's looking like Dream Arlington for the top two. Final service over the inline outside the range of Taha. But Toros, they have to continue to be perfect just to maintain that third spot. Josh Campbell will have the call for that one at 8 p.m. from South Lakes High School in Reston. Dream not playing today in UPSL action, but we'll have their coverage in NPSL against Hub City. So three UPSL contests at 8 p.m. We have also Bowleys hosting FC Moco in the DMV North premiere. Bowleys still top of the table up there. Alexandria Doratus also at 8, and Los Toros and St. James, excuse me. At 8 p.m. we'll also have NPSL, Dream, and Hub City. Good to see what Hub City can produce in their first NPSL match. In fact, I have not done my research. I'm not even sure where Hub City is based. Feel free to let me know if anyone's aware of Hub City, but I don't want to take away attention from the match at hand. This is a set piece coming out for Arlington. Navarro will play it forward on a line drive. It's a potential ball in. Nasemben off the line, a little late, but able to get there. Courageous goalkeeping. May have taken a knock on the way through. Looks like McDonald. Getting addressed. And it looks like McDonald will go in the book for that challenge on Nasemben. We'll say this was touch and go. Nasemben able to intervene. I said he kind of stalled in his decision to come out, but there was a difficult bounce to read. That's probably what he was waiting to read, but it came out like a shot out of a cannon and made the confident intervention, confident and bold. A little knock along the way. Stay straight, able to read this one and slow down the counter from Arlington. 15 minutes left to play in this one. I imagine we'll see a water break any minute now. This is flicked forward and outside the range of Longden. And that is right on cue, the water break here for both teams. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back for the final 15 here from Thomas Jefferson High School in Alexandria, Virginia. Arlington with the confident advantage. We'll see if they can increase their goal differential or Summit Valley has the final word. We'll see you back in just a moment. back underway. Starting with a Summit Valley throw. Let's flick towards Kamara. Here comes Tariq Kamara down the line. Final effort sniffed out well by Ogletree. Akinla Soto unable to get this one past Kamara. Now the shot from Cranston McDonald. Still in the mix. Here's the challenge from straight. Now McDonald. Ball over. Well, Jaden White doing enough, and Longden still making himself a nuisance and doing enough. Now it's won by Carlin. Carlin with the early service. And it's sniffed out. Jennings to the feet of Taha. Taha in a sea of red. Won't get it out of there. Now Kamara also suffering from congestion. Good track back from Eric Jennings, and now Arlington will have time and space to work into. Big ball up top. Longden, he's in. Longden! Oh, it was something between a shot and a service, and it goes begging lots of ways this could have ended up better for Arlington. Just not clinical enough in front of goal. Taha, the intended target. Meanwhile, we'll see a switch for Summit Valley. Looks like Demasi is off. And Benjamin Manzo is on. It's well flicked on by Straight. Velasquez back to White. Now Kerry Hal Callahan jumping the ball well. Here comes Arlington. From range. Oh, it's off the bar. Longden gets a touch. The offside flag goes. Let's take a look back at this shot from Taha. It was an absolute screamer off the top bar. And just over 10 minutes left to play in this one. Good ball forward. Cranston McDonald still working. McDonald, can he get it off? What a save from Nasimben. Still not fully cleared. And there's going to be a set piece coming out. Some Ben's save doing enough. And Gary Callahan getting in front of the ball, forcing the foul from McDonald. Arlington, despite the result, they had their moments where they've showed cracks, and ahead of their Wednesday contest, there's some things that I'm sure they'll want to shore up, but 3 points is 3 points. And it certainly looks like those 3 points are not really in jeopardy at the moment. Here's Jennings. Into the feet of Taha. Plenty of space for Longden. Oh, beautiful service from Longden. Carlin to the end line. He'll take the shot on. Oh, it's a service. But deflects in. Great goal from the Longden. Deflected in. Longden would not be denied on the second effort. 5-0 for Arlington. That's the clinical touch they'd been lacking. They were in the 80th minute. We look back on the replay. Carlin creating this one. Longden finishing. It's an unfortunate touch from Ayrton Justice. Not sure if that would have been on frame or if it's going to go down as an own goal, but certainly Longden will take credit. Velasquez down the line. It's sniffed out well. Lead is possessed. Now Kamara whittling his way out of traffic. Straight back to Kamara. Final effort, a little too direct. Dominic Nasimban will take some more time off the clock. There's the pressure from Escobar. Arlington looking for the switch. No place that time. Ball down the line. Kamara plays it straight. Let's touch backwards, but Jennings is there in the midfield. Callahan. Carlin. Plenty of time and space for Arlington here on the near side. And it looks like Taha is in. Taha with the finish, golazo for Taha, and Arlington have claimed their 6th. Again, firing on all cylinders, finding the goal differential that they've been craving all match long. Finally, the well has begun to deliver. The dam is broken, and Arlington up to 6. Here's a look back on the replay. Big ball up from Ogletree, and Taha timed his run to perfection. Nice early touch, and now we are into the 84th minute. Ayrton Justice searching for a would-be recipient. Doesn't pan out. Now there's a collision off the ball. It looks like Jaden White, the guilty party. Giuseppe Melli, the recipient of the foul. Here's another look back. We're back in. Arlington's ball blocked. Looks like Barona with the final touch. 5 minutes left to play. Velasquez flicking it across the line. Good win. And Summit Valley are forward down the line from Escobar. And Jennings able to get stuck in, wins the challenge. Here comes Barona looking for the early ball through. Navarro off his line will make the partial clearance, but only as far as Carlin. Matthew Carlin Right back down the middle. Oh, it's deflected in. Unconventional, but hey, goal is a goal. Arlington finding fortune here in the 86th minute. Let's take a look back on the replay. 7th for Arlington. Carlin intercepting the ball out, sending a ball forward. It was kind of a botched clearance from Barger, own goal on Summit Valley. Arlington just might get that goal differential that they've been craving, or at least put themselves on level footing with Dream, but we'll see if the scoring continues. There's a big challenge there from Longden. And Summit Valley have the throw on the near touch. Straight looking to the top of the 18. Barona first to it. Here comes Velasquez. Now Callahan for Arlington. Melly driving through the middle. Taha will give chase. Navarro is off his line, and Navarro will find a recipient. But that is quickly cut out by Arlington. Melly. Oh, not far wide at all. Really confident effort from Giuseppe Melli, looking to chip from distance. Here's another look back on the replay. There's Jennings, back to Akinla Soto. And forward, good little turn. This is Longden, what a service. The finish from Longden. And Arlington are having a field day now. The dam has certainly broken. Huge goal from Longden, beautiful service. Let's look back on this replay. 8 for Arlington after it was 2-0 at the half. Taha threading the needle and getting the assist, and Longden has been on fire today. Coming on as the super sub of Arlington today. It looks like that is the final whistle. And Arlington have the 8-0 victory at home, setting up a massive contest with Virginia Dream this coming Wednesday. Make sure to tune in on DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. We have your exclusive coverage here on the channel. As the top two go head-to-head for the potential title. Make sure also tune in for our 4 contests on the channel tonight. 3 UPSL, 2 in Virginia, 1 in Maryland, and 1 the NPSL opener. Live from Falls Church, I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.